Sport. For NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. The Thunder are looking to grab one for the home fans here in Oklahoma City before heading back out on the road. Here matched up against San Antonio is how they'll tip off the new season. They were dominated last year. Good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
Actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
More of an instinctual play right there from Draymond. Just anticipated that. He knows where that miss is going. Look, his guys don't miss much, but he gets the most.
Howard can't hit. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep. Blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, a big-name guy. They've built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical.
Shot by Jordan, no good. San Antonio with the ball. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
That's another miss. To start.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Now let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mark Daigneault. David?
Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And stolen by Howard. Pretty alley-oop.
Oh, just a soft touch on both ends of that.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Green. And here's Allen. 5 on the clock. Got 3 off the mark.
So far, the team
And it's slammed in by Howard.
Yeah, reward the big man. Howard, get down right in transition.
Now here's Shaq. To the inside. Back to Green. And Leonard has it in the corner. And a chance by Leonard.
Yeah, timeout. When you see his personality come out in his game like that.
Starting. Degno calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question is, there one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Shot clock at 2. It's Pippen with the drive. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. It's stolen by outside Jordan.
Here we go. Get it up.
That time from Green.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to be here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play defense.
And Leonard gets it to go.
I love the patience, the tactical mindset. He's so good at picking his spots, especially
to the paint. Pippen with the jam.
And the passer floated up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish. He powers it through. Switch. That's all. Tip that. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And this is Allen's go-to shot. Just a sensational shooter from the three-point line.
A three by Jordan. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
Those are chances almost right here. You can rely on him to get out of the knee just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Jordan after the basket by San Antonio. They get a hand on it.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts. Easily
and Michael Jordan with the 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. San Antonio leading. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
Come on. I see him.
Doncic with it. Scoreless thus far.
Get there.
Puts up a deep 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And he got that one up in time, but it doesn't go in. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter.
The Spurs, 11.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding is the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Rebounding can also be just about will. And they showed some of that going in there and collecting some boards.
First team foul.
A different look now for San Antonio.
Substitution on the court.
Come get it. Ball.
Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Thompson. 6 in the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Green with the ball. Picked up by Thompson.
Here we go. Good luck.
Here's Doncic.
Good shot.
To the middle.
Balance it out.
One-on-one fast break.
Yo, kick it out. Come on.
Nice D from Doncic. Pass to Leonard. O'Neal outside. O'Neal.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Now here's Caruso. Thompson outside. There's the triple. O'Neal with the rebound. Spurs down by 3. Get it back. Now the Thunder with it. Jordan with it.
Here we go. Get it out quick.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt. I mean, that's huge, especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top. And what doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. On the floor, is making trouble for you.
Now, here is Jordan. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. In a moment, we'll take a look at the offensive approach.
They establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys to break low. Ball around, off assists. It's a nice way to play.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's not anything. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day. Because this is the best league. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. The first one falls.
Yeah, he may not play in every game, but when it matters, Kawhi Leonard, he's about as good as it gets. Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. He has
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story.
Here's Barnes. They lead by 4.
Hey, yo, right
Here's
here.
Leonard. Leonard battling for 2.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Outside Williams. Wiggins outside. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. to Barnes. Too long in the paint. Illegal defense. Second violation.
Spurs ball.
San Antonio shooting their third free throw attempt of the
Shooting
game.
for San Antonio.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. On the inbound. Shoot! Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Here's Bassett. Back to Johnson. That's short off the rim.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted. The critical part of how the offense is going to flow. Things are working when he seems to be on the floor.
And the Spurs with possession. Barnes outside. Shoots the three. Rebound by Williams. Under trailing by That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Thompson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Thunder. There's the drive. Here's Zohan. Thunder with the rebound. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. That's Wiggins missing. Now, get it going. Set up. Yet to score. Johnson outside. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs out in front, leading by just 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's Jordan. Done by Jordan.
The defense knowing exactly what to do. That's one of Jordan's unsung talents.
Third quarter, guys. This has been a negative game.
Both teams are defensively, as evidenced by the 8 teams.
Inside, Klay Thompson.
Set it up.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater.
The three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. Doncic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very
Raised by his mother. And Kevin Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
And the Spurs with possession following the score by Oklahoma City. And that's on about San Antonio will retain possession.
Into the lineup for the Spurs, number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Knocks it loose.
Yo, watch him.
Clock at 6. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And right there, you see how quick. I see it right here. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
Nobody near Allen. No good with the triple. Thunder with the lead. Back to Jordan. And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Yo, right here.
Right side, Jordan.
Get there.
Here's Howard. Nice Shaq.
And the aggressiveness. That size and very little resistance against that throwdown.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot in transition.
And
Dagnall calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Oklahoma City trail. It's stolen by Green. Knocked away. Here's Shea. He uses the glass on the way. O'Neal's got his second bucket of the night.
And after a first half in which their offense shot 40%, they've got the lead and they should
Now here's Thompson. It works for him. Surveying the game. And it's Green. Missing. And here's Jordan. 4-point game. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breeze and maybe just one or two things to talk about. So both teams making some changes here. Spurs lead by 3. Pass to Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance.
Gotta get it.
It's going to be Michael Jordan.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. 52 left here in the third quarter. Fires from way outside. Rebounded by Allen.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Roll!
Yeah.
Grab that!
And now the latest from our reporters.
Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to dominance. They saw 5 titles since 1999.
The next one.
Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula for
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. Of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Here's Bassett. Still without a basket. Here's Johnson. Down to 5 at the shot clock. Off with the layup. Number trailing by 4. Here's Jordan. Nice job down low. Jordan's got 12.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do. Defensively, AJ is going to score. This is looking like one of those nights.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 12. Attack. And finished by Leonard. He just powered that. One of the game's top dunkers.
And Pippen there driving hard inside, has the height and athleticism to consistently get it done in the paint.
Pass to Adebayo. No. Jordan outside. To tie the game up.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Shot!
No. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
Timeout.
17 points in the game.
Start it.
a conditioning issue, but it looks like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Back up. No. Get back. I gotta go.
Outside Williams. Back to Wallace. Here's Joe. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Spurs lead by 3. And for 2.
The Spurs, 39.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. San Antonio.
Downstream.
Castro Neal.
Turn down. Use that.
He's an opening off the pretty assist.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said, this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out.
Grab that.
Come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Thunder, trailing by 5.
Double.
To the middle. Throws it down.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big band.
Here's Leonard. It's stolen by Adebayo. To the paint. Heading to the hoop.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
It does very, very well in transition. Pick coming. Which is why they're trailing.
Outside Leonard. Kaboom!
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Adebayo was screwed. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Hey, come to me.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot.
Let's get a good shot. Come on.
Back to Howard.
Set up.
Right
here.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so
See your coach fired up? Do something like that right there. That kind of loss of concentration.
Howard can't hit. And we've got a timeout for Popovich. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout.
Timeout.
He's very aware of the timing and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
City Crew.
San Antonio leading by 4. The screen. Here's Leonard. Pippen with the steal. Thompson with it. Leonard with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it back. The finish. And it's Green with the jam.
Assisted.
Oh, how about the execution inside by Green? To attack down low.
Back. Go screen.
And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor.
Shot.
Don't count them.
That was
In the dunk by Doncic.
Just goes to.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his third
timeout, timeout.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Just to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Jordan outside. Outside for 8. Shot clock at 6. The three for Doncic. The rebound goes to the Thunder. Now here's Adebayo. Took it. Steal.
I got yours! I got yours! Set up!
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter.
Right there!
That's tipped. Jordan with it. Leonard picks him up. Can they? Flammable. That is just nasty.
About the athleticism. No! And what you see, full speed, but all that control.
And Shaq with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Green with the rebound.
Not sure what he was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Thompson misses. Spurs leading by 8.
Come to me! Come to me!
Doncic outside. Doncic going to work.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here.
You got it. Come on, come on.
For the Spurs.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes games go your way, the other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Leonard.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Stolen by Pippen. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They came in here and took care of business.